TCL has been known for making good TVs at an affordable price. And for the past few years, if someone is asking me what is my TV recommendation, I've always recommended a TCL TV. Whether it's the 4 series or the 6 series, TCL has been my pick due to pricing with a good quality product. The QM8 is a premium high-end TV from TCL. It's cheaper than what Samsung and LG has to offer, but more expensive than previous flagship TCL TVs. The TCL bite off more than it can chew. I'm Kevin the Tech Ninja, and let's do this. This TV for 65-inch as of this recording is $1,300, which is $400 off the listing price. Use my links down below to get that pricing. Not sure how long it will last, but I wanted to share the price today. Visually speaking, this TV looks great. It looks as sleek as any other modern Samsung or LG TV. Now, when getting a little bit closer, you then notice that TCL uses a lot of plastics in the design, from the bezel to the stand, but that's not 100% a bad thing. You know, for what it's worth, it is high quality plastics, it feels sturdy, and it doesn't get nasty and grimy like other plastics. I do like how the stand looks. It's more of a pedestal, which makes the TV look pretty cool when it's sitting up. It's like this really modern look. And let me say this on the record, not related to this video. Roku is fine as far as software, but it's very ugly. Thankfully, this TV has Google TV and it runs great. Sure, you have so many apps you can access, and you can access all of your smart home stuff. You can ask it questions using your Google Assistant. You can have it show movies based on a search. But the big thing for me is how fluid and smooth it is. Very happy with the performance during my testing. I ran into no issues with it getting stuck or laggy or crashing, and it's super intuitive to use. And I'm just a big fan of it, and I'm very happy that TCL made that decision to go with Google TV. This TV also gets bright, and as expected, it is MINI-LED, which is known for its brightness. And when I was watching this TV, I had it on 25 out of 100 most of the time, which was plenty bright for my liking. Now, cranking it up to 100, it was pretty insane to see how bright this TV actually gets. I'm in a room that has a window and it's completely fine. But if you find yourself in a room with tons of extra lights coming in from windows and doors or whatever, having a TV that can get even brighter is what you want to be able to see the TV in dark scenes, and to increase the viewing experience, you need to have a TV that is bright enough to show those things. And this TV definitely is bright enough to show that. I don't have a way to professionally test TVs. That's not really my thing. I talk about my experience when using TVs. So when looking at colors on things that I recognize very well, like my own videos and movies that I've watched hundreds of times, that's how I can determine if the colors are pretty accurate. The TV came on vivid mode and the colors were not accurate at all. And I was a little disappointed, but I went and switched it over to movie, and that is where you get the accurate colors. Vivid mode made the skin tones orangey and the greens were just a different hue of green. But once we went to movie mode, everything seems to be much more accurate. If you do take picture quality seriously, you can pay for professional calibration, but for me, out of the box movie mode seems to be just fine. The black levels on this TV are great as well. I was looking very hard for blooming and there really wasn't any. This TV looked like a bright OLED to me. The black levels are nearly perfect, as you can see on these images here. Also, Dolby Vision HDR, watching Netflix, it helps the TV flex its muscles. I mean, you get some really great looking shots and great looking images. And when I compare this TV to a more expensive TV, as I've been reviewing TVs this year, I really can't tell the difference side by side to a TV that is double its price. Of course, me being me, I really had to dig into it and I had to figure out a way to make it not look like an OLED. And I found like a dark area that had a little bit of color contrast, and I could see the difference between the two. But let me tell you that it is so minor that for me to see the difference between this TV and a TV that's double the price, I had to look very hard for it. And for a normal consumer, you're not doing that. So at the end of the day, the picture quality is so good that I recommend this TV over any other TV that I've looked at when you consider pricing. But gaming and motion handling is one of those things that can break a TV. When watching 24p content, you can see it shudders a little bit. There's a motion clarity option that is built into the TV, And that is what's called the soap opera effect, where the TV extrapolates the motion to make it appear more smooth. And for me, I don't like how that looks at all, and this TV doesn't handle motion clarity well either. So I just deal with the 24p shutters. Now, if you don't know what that means, when you watch TV shows that, feels like a movie, you could say like Ozarks or Last of Us, those TV shows that feel like a movie, when the camera pans, at times, it won't be a smooth pan. It'll be a shuttery or jittery pan, if you will. Now, those more expensive TVs that I've been mentioning throughout this review, they handle that much better, but is that worth paying double? Now, if you're a gamer, this TV games. It has all the high-end gaming modes built in, like A, LLM, VRR, and game picture mode, and also a game bar. The game bar is very similar to Samsung. It lets you tweak even more game settings. A lot of new TVs are now providing a crosshair built into the display for FPS games that some people may want to use. When playing Rocket League or also God of War, the performance was exceptional. It goes up to 4K 144 Hz, which, future-proofs this TV a little bit for this generation of console or even PC. Playing a game like God of War, performance was great, obviously. The sparks when hitting the axe and all the things around it was really good. And then when you play a quick twitch game like Rocket League, the response time is so fast that when playing the game, I felt connected to controller. I didn't feel like it was like a delay between movements. It really felt like I was on top of the vehicle and making those moves in real time. Obviously, if you're a professional gamer, you'll go with a computer monitor, but if you want to game casually, this TV will game very well. So built-in speakers are something that every TV has, but being honest, they always sound bad. TCL put in more effort with this TV speaker set. It gets very loud, and they do sound better than most other TVs, but as expected, it lacks the depth, even compared to the cheapest soundbar.
Better hustle, Cap. Things look like they're just about wrapped up here.
Got it. I'm approaching the elevator now.
It's not bad overall, but you still need to buy a soundbar if you want to listen to any sort of audio that sounds really good. As I mentioned earlier, the price, I still recommend this TV for most people who are requesting a good TV. Someone who wants to watch movies and even game a little bit. There are better TVs out there, but at that price, TCL is still winning. However, this TV is much more expensive than the previous year's version, which is still very capable for most people's needs. So I still recommend the 6 series if this TV is not on sale, because the 6 series most likely will be heavily discounted. If you're a TV enthusiast that wants the best possible TV, then this may not be the TV, as 24p content does suffer a little bit. Don't let any of my negative commentary take away from the fact that this is the best TV for the price that was made in 2023. If you want to see how this TV compares to other TVs, watch this playlist.